Hi guys, I hope you guys well. I'm just adding extra video. Loki asked some questions as well, so I'll cover this section quickly again. Ian Miller solved this question as well, but I'll go through with my way. I usually use graph, so let's go through this. Roots. So I'll cover this question again, and question 58, question 59, and I'll just rearrange question 61 so you can go through. Okay, that's the questions Loki asked me. Let's do this. Z equals that. Okay, well, question can be written in different ways, but consider that it's like X. We're just solving algebra question. It's the same thing. It makes much easier. It's like you're getting X equals this one. Okay, and then that is also same as what? Cubic. Isn't it? Yeah. Obviously, the degree is 3. Let's think about previously. Degree is 3, which means how many roots we have. We should have 3 roots. But in this case, all you can think is 2 as a real number, isn't it? That's we could do it. So we actually can find 1. What does that mean? That means we will have 2 roots as complex number. Okay, that's why we couldn't get the other 2 roots. So adding it makes 3 roots. That's what we're dealing with. How come we use Z? Because I know we're dealing with complex number, so I'm using Z instead of X. So when you look at Z, you always need to write down Z instead of X when you deal with complex number. Sounds okay, boys and girls? Yeah? Alright, then let's just try this question. So to solve this question, yeah, we need to make that, isn't it? Cubed there, and then cancel out. Sometimes you just get this form straight away. Doesn't really matter whatever you look at it. Okay. From here, I recognize Z cube equals 8. I told you it's like Z, X. Z is complex number. X equals 2. X cube is 8. For example, let's say. Still the number, isn't it? Still should have the form of the number. Same thing here, real number. Here, whatever we done with the Z, we cubed it, we will have something complex number form. But in this case, I recognize it, we only have real parts, which means when I Z cubed it, this is 8 plus 0i. Now Z is always have X plus Y, I form, isn't it? Real parts and imaginary parts with I. In this case, there is no imaginary part. So I just written down that way. Okay? You don't have to. I just want to show you. The first thing you need to do, I usually draw. Draw what? Z cube. Because I want to, when you want to deal with complex number like cube or times, you should convert from polar rectangular to polar form. You understand? Yep. Because I want to deal with, like, I want to get rid of that cubic here. So what I need to do, I need to convert to polar form. Okay. When you do that, the easiest way, I can just draw it here and see how they look like. Real part is 8, so real part is positive 8, yeah? And then imaginary part is 0. Therefore, they look like this. The line goes here. Dots there, isn't it? Yeah? That is 8 plus 0i look like, or 8. Which means, convert to polar form, z equals, what's the modulus? 8, yeah, I can see that. Or, you remember that? A squared plus, I don't have to do it because I can see from here, but you know how to do that, to getting r. And cis, cosine plus sine, yeah, what's the angle theta here? 0, isn't it? Start from here, nothing, didn't move, 0, angle is 0, so 0. However, we're getting the all the possibility, isn't it? So Ian Miller also suggests we need to do 2 pi k. So that's the our angle, and then we add 2 pi k to get all the possibility. Sounds okay? Yeah, 2 pi k. When k is integers. So z cube, what should I write? Cube equals 8 cis 0 plus 2 pi k, which means happy with that? Yeah. And then now, all I've done so far is just converting to polar form. You're going to be much faster, you know. That's what I've done. You know, just to finish it very quickly, yeah, rather than going through everything. And then eventually what we want to know is what? Not x cubed. We want to know x. So let's deal with that. How can I get rid of cube there? Do that, isn't it? Yeah. Cancel that out. Therefore, z equals 2 cis. I did that, isn't it? Yeah, cis. And then what about the argument angle? We do divide by 3. Okay, you check the one lesson, Ian Miller's lesson for that. So you guys understand doing it? Yep. And where the k is, you need to decide. But according to theorem, we got degree 3 here. Degree 3, which means we have roots. That means you need to put 3 k's. It doesn't really matter actually, 1, 2, 3 or whatever. But usually I put, so easiest way dealing with this, if there's 3, I put minus 1, 0, and 1. Okay? If there is degree is 4, I write minus 1, 0, 1, 2. 5, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Okay? I can put. And then degree 6, you just add it. Doesn't really matter. Degree 9, you add 9 numbers. Okay? Eventually you can work that out. The number doesn't really matter, but I usually put these symmetry numbers. Okay? So that's 3 possibility. I'll add it. Z equals to cis. When this is 0, what do we get? Cis 0. Yeah? I like the zeros, so I just put it there. To cis minus 1 minus 2 pi over 3 to cis 2 pi over 3. So I got 3 possible dots, isn't it? For z. So let's look at it, this one. Now I draw z. Not, this was what? Z cubed. Now I'm drawing z. How do you do that? Let's just try from here. Okay. The length is 2 and degree is 0. So I know you happy with that? Degree 0? Yeah. That is the first one. Number 1 dot. That is 2 6 0. Good? Yeah. And then let's check that one. That's pretty easy. Degree 2 pi 360 divided by 3 120, isn't it? Yeah. We'll have something like this here. That's 2 6 2 pi over 3. I mean, that's the angle. You can see that's 2. Yeah. Oh, I draw too long, but somewhere here. Yeah. I'll just make that. So it looks same 2. And the other one goes that way. According to this. Starting point from here, move negative, same angle. So that's 2 pi over 3. That's minus 2 pi over 3. Good? Yeah. Oh, easiest way. That's the 3. It's starting from 0. So the roots always stands same difference. So the difference was 120, 120, 120. Since there are 3 roots, you happy with that? Yeah. And then full circle is 260. So the difference is 120 degrees. Okay. Good. If there was like 36 solutions, 30 degrees 36, the difference is 10. You can get that easily. Yeah. Sometimes I don't have to find everything. I can just see, oh, that's 0. Then it moves 2 pi over 3, 120, 2 pi over 3, 2 pi over 3. I can work that out as well using that. We'll go through more questions. Okay. And then you can finish here. Some question ask you change it to rectangular form. Okay. Then you need to go and get the rectangular form. You know how to convert it, isn't it? Yeah. So I'll just show you one thing. Let's do that. 2 6 2 pi over 3, which is 2. Cis means cosine 2 pi over 3 plus I sine 2 sine 2 over 3. Okay. So 2 times, what is cosine 2 over 3? You go and find it. 2 over 3. One over 2, yep. Plus I 2. When you work that out, you will get this. You happy with that? Yep. And then cancel that out. 1 plus I root 3 I. So that one will move to 1 and root 3. Okay. So that is 1 plus 3I. Oops, sorry. Type that right. 1 plus, oh no, it should be minus 1. It should be minus 1. Because it's moving to minus 1. Okay? Minus 1. So you can work that out. It's both going to be minus 1. Minus 1 plus root 3I minus 1 minus root 3I. That's going to be minus root 3I. Okay? Maybe you need to work that out here. Getting from here, that angle. Then you should work that out easily. I'll just move to another one. But you can draw it as well. It's pretty simple enough. Next question. Question 58. 32 z power 4 minus 2. Okay? Same thing, we want to know z. So do I need that? No, z minus 32. And then let's draw that. That's same as minus 1 over 16 plus 0I, isn't it? Let's draw it. Real, imaginary, goes to minus 1 over 16, minus 1 over 16. You happy with that? Yeah. So 1 over 16, because y is not minus. Good. That's only our distance, isn't it? No, they don't have to show distance, minus or plus here, because we have the angle here. And then cis pi plus 2 pi k. Okay, or I can see that's the pi, 180 degree. Good. Otherwise, yes, you can get the argument as well using arc 10. Yeah, because tan theta equals, let's say if that was x and y over x, you can write that down as well. Not a big issue, but I don't have to do it in this case because I can see it. Yeah. And you get that? And z just write this down again. What do you need to do next? Eventually, after we change the polar form, we want to know z. Over 4. Z equals 1 over 2 cis pi plus 2 pi k 4. Good. So hopefully you're able to get polar and then get z. That's the step. Yeah. And this is power 4, which means how many solution roots we could get? 4. K equals, just go and pick minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Okay. And then you plugged in, so z equals half cis, I'll just copy that, minus pi over 4 cis, okay, cis 4 you just plugged in k here. So when I put minus 1, 0, 1, 2, that's what I get. Okay, and we can actually draw quickly. That's pi is 180 divided by 4, so 45 degrees, isn't it? 45 degree. So I know, starting from 45 degree, I'll just draw z now. Yeah, this is drawing the z, real and imaginary. The distance is half, and then it moves 45 degree. So that's what I've done. Yeah, that's gonna be the first one. First 1, 2, just 3, 4. Okay, and then you can draw that. That's gonna be that way, isn't it? This one is moving that way, negative way. 45. This move that much. That one can be written the other way, isn't it? Should written as a negative way. So cis, how much they move? Minus 3 pi over 4. Good. Yeah, you can work that out from there, isn't it? Yep. So it moved that much. So 2 pi minus this much will give that. So you can write it down. Make sure you go from here to there positive way, and from here to there negative starting point. So we get that. Good. Another thing, so you can finish here, you can finish here, you can finish here, or how can it convert to rectangular form? How do you do that? I'll probably just dealing with 1/2, 6, pi over 4. Since I have that, that's probably easy. So it's 1/2, isn't it? The distance is here, and half cosine pi over 4 plus half sine pi over 4i, and then half cosine pi over 4, you get that. Yeah, sine pi over 4, you get the same answer, and I. You can go and use the table. 4 plus 4i. Good. That's what I get. Then I know this distance, that one is 2 or 4. And therefore that one is minus 4. And that one is minus, isn't it? Yep. So you can walk one by one and getting that. Okay. Otherwise, I know this is gonna be and next one minus the imaginary part is positive here. This one is negative, negative. And that one is positive, negative. You can actually get it straight away from the graph as well. Okay, makes your life much easier rather than calculating the whole thing. Okay, 59. Are you getting it? 59. Yeah. Z cube minus 4. The first thing what you need to do, I will do this together, 59. You need to get polar form. Good job, polar. Why? Because we're going to deal with those all the calculation. Much easier have polar form. Draw that, real, imaginary. So it goes real parts minus 4, imaginary parts plus 4. So we have somewhere here. Yeah? You guys happy with that? And z cube equals, we need to get r and angle. We got c. Can you do that first? Can you do it? I'll just wait. Okay, hopefully you get, what did you get? 5 pi over 6. Did you get that? Yeah. And why? Because that is 5 pi over 6. Because when you deal with that, the angle actually we get from here is this 30 degree, isn't it? So we need to actually work that out the other side here. That is, give me a second, someone's here, so I'll just continue soon. Okay, I'm back. Where are we? Okay, all right, let's do it. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Yep, 180. No. Oh, okay, yep. So that actual angle is this, not that. What we worked it out is this triangle, wasn't it? So you need to go and check actual angle. Good. So did you get that? Hopefully you're able to do that. Now we have polar form. What do you need to do? We're getting z, not z cubed. So z good times 1 over 3. So 2 c's pi over 18. Good. And then what do you need to do? Ooh, hold on. Now put 2 pi k here. That makes some calculation easier. Okay. So sorry guys, I'll go back. 6, 5, 2 pi k. Okay. That makes some calculation a bit easier. So 8, 6, 5 pi plus 12 pi k. And z 2 6, 18, 5 pi plus 12 pi k. Good. And then how many answers we should have? 3 possible answers, 3 roots. So that pick k minus 1 0 1. 5 minus 2 minus 1 0 1 2. Okay. And then you just plugged in z equals to here 2 c's minus 7 pi over 18, 2 c's 5 pi over 18, 2 c's 17 pi over 18. You can draw that. You can just lead that way. Okay. We'll get that. So times 180. Then you actually figure out where they stand roughly. 5 times 180 divided by 18. 5. Oops. What? Yep. 5. 7. 17. Times. No, probably just go this way. So we'll have 1 first. Just put that way. That's probably easier. That's 2. Yep. And then 3 difference is 5 plus 360 divided by 3, 120. So we'll have something 1 here. 5, 1 to 5. And we go further, something standing here. The difference is 1 120, 120, 120 difference, isn't it? So I can draw that one is 17 pi over 18. Good. Not that much, so I can draw that. Yeah, you don't have to make rectangular form unless they ask you. Okay, and you know cis with cosine plus sine, so you can work that out as well. But in this case, probably because you can't really use tables, so I'll just leave it that way. Sounds good? And 60. I won't solve question 60, but the question 61 square root z cube equals 16 plus 16i z. What I want to know is, think about this. If there was x, you know, the same thing, we're dealing with that. I want to get rid of that z there. (16 plus 16i), isn't it? And then z. Wow. And then I can draw it, isn't it? 16. That is z power 4. And then I can solve it the same way. So it's not really a big issue. Okay, I hope you're able to do it. This is the important part. You must know how to do this. Okay, I hope this video helped you. The way is draw a graph makes your life much easier, and you understand. The first thing, you get that polar form, you know, dealing with the polar form, make sure plus 2 pi k, yes, and then you're not getting actually x z power 4 or 5, you're actually getting z. So you're going to the z, okay? And then, since you have polar form, it's much easier to work that out. For example, if there's z power 5 degrees 5, your possible k is -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. You can put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if you want it. Okay, just you don't want to deal with different numbers. That's it. Yeah. And then you can draw it. You know, you can leave the polar form if the question didn't say anything. Otherwise, they ask you to write down rectangular form. Then you can convert it too. But most of the time, you should be able to draw in the plane. Okay. And when you draw the plane, make sure the angles, you know, positive, going negative, okay, and dealing with the angle properly, particularly here, okay. No, that's what you're dealing with, but actual angle is from here. You know, work that out from pi minus, then probably easy enough to do it, okay. When you draw it, everything makes sense. Alright guys, I hope this video helped you. See ya!